Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And welcome to another stream. So, yesterday I was planning on streaming, but I couldn't. And I was wondering why I couldn't connect to the server, and I realized that I have to reset my stream key for some reason. I don't even understand why that is a thing, why I would even have to do that. But, anyway, I tried figuring out how to do the, Ninja Turtles on the NES with the clone system that I have, but the music kept skipping, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll do it like without the volume, but I don't know, that just like seems kind of like shitty to me to do that, so I don't know. Well, I have to think about it. It's like, it's weird like listening to the game and not having any sound effects. But I figure we play Turtles in Time, so this is something I think that would, make for a pretty good stream. So, let's do this, guys. Let's try Turtles in Time. So, I'll be honest with you, Turtles in Time, I've never actually beaten this game, to tell you the truth. The furthest I've ever got is Rocksteady and Bebop on the ship, and then I end up usually dying. So, I know that's going to surprise a lot of people. Anyway, here, let me go down here for this.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Those intros, I love it. If you're in the arcade, or you were in the arcade at the time, it was super clear. It was like, Big Apple, 3 a.m. Here it sounds like a Japanese guy is saying it. I love it. Big Apple, 3 a.m. It's just, I love it. Now, this I've said time and time again is my favorite beat-em-up game. Now, I mean, this game, I'm telling you, it's difficult. And I don't know how, like, a lot of people... I hear that a lot of people are beating it, but I don't know if they've done it without codes. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of suspicious about that, but I never claimed to be the best gamer. And the one thing that I love about this game is the way how you can throw the enemies like that. And you can also slam them down the ground. Just an expertly made beat-em-up. I know a lot of people are going to argue and say, like, Streets of Rage 2 and things like that. But, I disagree. I think that this is, like, the premier beat-em-up. And isn't it funny that, like, it's a franchise game? Because, when you think of, like, the greatest games of all time, you don't really think of licensed titles. And what's funny about Turtles in Time is it's elusive. Like, as of right now, the only ways that you could really play this game, there's, besides emulation, obviously. The only ways that they've made is either get the original arcade cabinet, go find one somewhere, buy it on the SNES, like how I'm playing it right here, or what you could do is you could actually get a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Mutant, I believe it's Mutant Nightmare, if I'm not mistaken, on the Xbox or the PS2 or the GameCube, and they actually have a port of the of Turtles in Time. And it's the arcade version of the game. The only thing is, what's funny is that they actually changed the sound effects. They changed the voices of the Turtles to match the 2003 cartoon. Or, the voices that are in the game. And they changed the music, which was odd, and they said that was due to, like, licensing issues. So they could license the game, but not the music. Or the sound effects. I thought that was super bizarre, but... Here we go, Baxter Stockman, one of my favorite Ninja Turtle villains of all time. One of the most recurring villains in the cartoon show. So this gives me the perfect opportunity to talk about Ninja Turtle cartoons and stuff like that. So, you know, the current cartoon out right now is Rise of the TMNT, and I think it's a total disgrace. And, you know, they did things that are just completely uncalled for, such as making Raphael the leader of the Ninja Turtles, which is basically sacrilege, because if it's not Leonardo, and what I love is, look, they just blow up for whatever reason, the villains are. I absolutely love that.
Alley Cat Blues.
Alley Cat Blues. And this is Metalhead, who's the boss on you. But anyway, the art style is greatly influenced, or partially influenced, by the recent movies. And why you would do that is beyond me. Now, I'm not a hater of those movies. The first one is, you know, not that great, the 2014 Turtles, but I really do like Out of the Shadows. I think that's a great movie. I think, you know, if you could get past the way how the Turtles look, the fact that Krang is in it, Bebop and Rocksteady, there's just, you know, Sheamus did a good job in there, you know, playing his role as Rocksteady. I think it's good. Now, the funny thing about those movies is, how is it that a movie in 2016, when that movie was released, how is it that the movie from 1990 looks so much better? Like, you know, and it's just guys in suits, basically. But it's those amazing animatronics that they used on those suits. But I'm saying, like, CGI is supposed to be the more advanced, you know, technology. But I'm sorry, it's like, that was just the perfect movie. Secret of the Ooze and the Ninja Turtles movie from 1990, those two movies are just amazing. I mean, they're just classic films. And, you know, I know a lot of, like, film snobs might try to say, you know, oh, you know, it's corny and cheesy, and they'll probably say everything in the book. You know, for some reason, it's like, it's bad to say that, like, you know, comic book movies are like works of art and stuff, and that may not be true, because there's been a lot of trash out there. They put out a lot of trashy superhero movies over the years that, you know, just don't come close to being anywhere near good. You know, take a look at Ghost Rider, for example. You know, you want to see like a really bad superhero movie? Watch Daredevil with Ben Affleck. You know, watch you know, the Ghost Rider. Those are some horrible movies. Watch Fantastic Four from when was that movie released? Back in 2004, I believe that was released. And those are some really trashy superhero movies. They're horrible. They're not good at all. They're disasters to look at. I'm sure you were hoping that I probably wasn't going to bring those up, because you're probably trying to forget about them. Yeah, let's get this. This is always fun to use. And we got an extra life. So yeah, never beat this game. It's just, it's one of those games that's too difficult for me, really. You know, I've talked about this in other streams. Like, some people think that Donkey Kong Country 3 and Earthworm Jim 2 are hard games, but I beat both of those on stream. I've showed some of the toughest levels that people complain about. I'm going to mangle you, green slime ball. So the only thing is, you don't get those great voiceovers for the villains that you did in the arcades. But anyway, let's talk about Rise of the TMNT a little bit more, and why that cartoon is so wrong. So not only do they make Raphael the leader, I don't get it, because Leonardo is still the leader in those movies, in those Michael Bay produced movies. So I don't get it, you know, like, why they made that decision. But they put, like, Donatello with the goggles on. And, you know, all the other turtles are, like, really skinny. And Raphael's this big buff dude. And I get they're, like, playing up their strengths. You know, like, okay, so Raphael's supposed to be the toughest and the strongest one. I guess, you know, like, I don't know, like, why that is. Like, it makes more sense for Metalhead to blow up because he's a robot. So I don't get like what the process was when they were coming up with the idea for Rise of the TMNT. Now I didn't like the CGI look of the 2012 cartoon that was on Nickelodeon. I mean, that just looked so goofy to me. And I don't know what it is, why we have to make the Turtles goofy and abstract. But at least Leonardo was still the leader. And at least they still had a semblance of Turtle lore. Like, no, I get it, you know. We can't keep it the same way, Brad. You want the Turtles to look the way they did in 1987. I get it, you know. But I also did like the 2003 cartoon. Was it inferior? Yes. I still like my Turtles. I like them to be more cutesy. I like them to, you know, be, I just really like it. It's probably nostalgia. I get it. You know, it's like they can't always be the same and everything like that. You know, kids today, these cartoons are not for you. Kids want to see something different. They don't necessarily want to see what you liked looking at back in the 90s. You know, I get that, but like, how do you know that? Like, have you even like shown the Turtles in reruns since then? Okay, I got hit. So here, this is where we rip off the Xenomorphs. So, if you want to watch a really good episode of Ninja Turtles, watch Attack of the Killer Pizzas, which is the first and only episode that these creatures appear in. And that's a shame because I really like them. But, you know, I guess it's kind of cool because they didn't wear out their welcome by bringing them back. So here's the Rat King. So, you know, Rise of the TMNT, you know, they made a lot of different changes. You know, they made April O'Neil black, and she's like a kid instead of an adult. And, you know, it's just like, there's no respect for, like, Eastman and Lard, like, what they came up with. And, you know, maybe they approved it. Maybe they said it was good and all that. But, you know, it's just like, I'm sorry, but that's not Turtles. It doesn't look like Turtles. You know, you could only change something so much before it becomes something completely different. And that's the case with that cartoon. I'm actually doing pretty good here. I mean, like, I haven't lost a single life yet. Cowabunga! So this is something that you don't get in the arcade version. You don't get the Technodrome. You only go to the Technodrome in the last level. Usually in the sewers in the arcade version, you get transported back. So, guys, I'm going to tell you something. I still have reshelled on my Xbox 360. I was wondering if I should stream that. I mean, it's not really that bad of a game. It was just a big disappointment that we all thought we were going to get this great remastered, game. But, you know, and now, thanks to, like, the Turtles, you know, being owned by, like, different properties now. I don't know. I guess they're owned by Nickelodeon. They're owned by Universal or something like... I don't know who the hell they're owned by, to tell you the truth. But, like, Turtles in Time is in flux. Like I said, you could only play it the way, as I said before, SNES. Buy it on, Mutant Nightmare, go buy that game and you'll get an inferior port. But they did this game, reshelled, where they made the graphics like HD and everything like that. And the art style was just like, it really wasn't that appealing. It wasn't really, like, ugly to me or anything like that. I didn't hate it. I played through it a few times, and I did enjoy the online co-op and playing with, one of my former employees, my former, co-workers. And it was a really, like, good time. And, I kind of miss playing that. So I figured, like, I'll go through it one extra time. on stream, and I think it will make a pretty cool video. Let me see, is anyone in the, See, what's funny in this game is the pause button, the select. I was gonna check to see if anyone's in the chat. Oh, hey. Hi, I'm from Twitch. Your channel is bad positions due to a small amount of viewers. We will be happy to help you with the promotion. We have a lot of great features like chat. Oh, give me a break. It's an advertisement. Bad positions. I just started on Twitch, you asshole. Like, oh my god. I mean, really. Okay, like that's a really nice message to get. But anyway, guys, so, you know, here on Twitch I'm starting out, but I have a bigger audience over on my YouTube channel, which is The Brad Rules. All you have to do is go to youtube.com/TheBradRules. You know, even if you're not watching this right now and you're watching it in the archives here on Twitch. Also, I'm going to be posting this. I archive all my streams over on my YouTube channel. So if you've missed anything, because, you know, YouTube only holds these streams for 14 days, unfortunately, for YouTubers like us, you know, who are not, like, partnered and all that. So, you know, go on my YouTube and you'll be able to see all my past streams. So here we got Tokan Razor, which was a great decision. That these are actually from the movies. And, you know, you also get, you know, if you ever played Hyperstone Heist, which is basically the same game as Turtles in Time on the Genesis with a few different changes, you also get another movie exclusive on there. Hold on, I'm just trying to concentrate on these two guys here. See, the thing is about making the mistake is you should try to do one at a time. And I'm going for both of them. See, and eventually they'll just bump into each other. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, I was just thinking of the name, Tatsu. Tatsu is in the Hyperstone Heist. That's kind of what I was thinking about here, as I'm trying to not lose a lot of health and beat these guys at the same time. Okay, so we got Razor. Now it's time to go for Toka. And these guys actually appeared in the cartoon. Everyone always says that, you know, why, you know, they chose them over Bebop and Rocksteady, and there was some licensing issues. The Turtles, I think, more than any other franchise, has had more licensing issues. Can't do this, can't do that. And so, you know, like, that's what I was saying before about Reshelled. I will stream that, because that game is now lost in time. It's also, a lot of people have used that as an example about physical media. They never released it physical, so that game has been lost to the interwebs forever. You know, unless, you know, I believe it was Konami at the time, decides to re-release that game. See, that's the thing. It's like, you know, licensing issues. You know, if Konami made this game, like, why can't they still release it? You know, that's what I hate about properties nowadays. I feel that, like, now everything is, like, in court. That you can get sued over just basically everything. It's like, and there's fans of the Turtles who have to suffer with these legal battles. And, you know, come on. Like, we want Turtles in Time to get, like, an anniversary edition, or what I've been seeing on numerous Instagram pages. By the way, if you want to find me on Instagram, I'm the Brad Rules 1 on there. You know, there's a lot of great, like, Ninja Turtle pages, and people have been talking about one particular turtle page I like is Ninja Toidles. You know, go search for them over on Instagram. They've been talking about a Ninja Turtle Legacy collection. You know, because now they're doing the 1-up arcade machine of the original Turtles game, and that's a good game, but it's nowhere as good as this. So this is a really unique boss fight. You know, but, like, since they're releasing that one, isn't that Konami? So, like, I don't get it. What is the deal with the copyright on Turtles? Why hasn't this game received a proper re-release? They did reshelled. Most people didn't like it. It was a disappointment, and that I will even say that it was. I think a lot of people still, like, bought it and downloaded it. So, this is basically what you do with this boss. You take advantage of this game mechanic and you fling them all into Shredder. And he blows up. So this is I think that's pretty cool. Look at the back of his head. That is like a perfect drawing of him from the 80s, 90s cartoon. Now he banishes you to the time warp. So you get one extra level here that you didn't get in the arcade version. And that was a thing about Reshell. They did the arcade version, which most people agree that because there's more levels, there's more content in Turtles. You know, the graphics are not as refined. Also, I gotta tell you, I like the music better in the SNES. I just think it sounds a little bit better. But yeah, I'll show you guys Reshelled. I think you'll really get a kick out of seeing that game, especially because a lot of people don't really talk about it anymore. It's like a forgotten game because it's not on the Xbox Arcade anymore. It's not on the PlayStation Store, so it's basically lost in time. How do you like that for a segue? Because now we're in the prehistoric Turtlesaurus level, which is a cool level, but the boss, which they actually changed, was what was the name of this boss again? It was like Clayman or something. That wasn't his name, but he was just basically a monster that Baxter Stockman created from his imagination when he had that helmet where he could turn, anyone, he can make anything that he thought of, basically. And for some reason, they made that into a boss. I don't know why, because they had, like, so many other villains that they could have chosen. Yeah, but they went with that, so instead they changed it to Slash. And Slash is extremely hard at the end of this level. Like, you saw the bosses so far. They were pretty easy. I didn't have a lot of problems with them. I dispatched them without losing any lives. See, I like beating those guys off screen. Oh, shit. I just basically scratched my face there and lost a life. So you got these rock soldiers. I mean, I guess they're not really General Trag, but, he's the leader of the rock soldiers in the cartoon. That would have been really awesome to see the rock soldiers in one of the movies. See, that's the thing. At least in the 2016 Out of the Shadows movie, we actually got Bebop and Rocksteady, and yes, they were CGI. I really wonder how that would have looked with guys in suits. I mean, from Jim Henson's Creature Shop, I would imagine that there was big time quality control back then from Jim Henson. So I think that would have probably went over very, very well. I think we would have probably got something that looked pretty good, something that would have looked cartoon accurate. Also the movies, they were trying to make it more like the comic books and everything. So, Bebop and Rocksteady were not in they weren't in the comics. They weren't in, were they in the oh god, I really just fucked up there. Were they in the 2012 show? I know they're not in Rise of the TMNT. And, they weren't in the 2003, so pretty much, besides the cartoon, besides the 87 cartoon, they're you know, Bebop and Rocksteady haven't appeared in anything else, basically. So it was really great for me to see them. Same thing goes with Krang. You had a race of creatures called the Krang in the 2012 show. And in 2003 was the Utrons, which Krang was based on. See, those guys are in the comics. So, you know, it's really funny. It's like, they always try... this is why I always say, like, I love the 87 so much. They always try to harken back to 87 and everything. And if that's the case, then just, you know, redraw the 87 cartoon and just make it the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so here we go. Here's Slash. He's as hard as fuck. You have to attack him from behind. And the other thing is, Slash didn't really have a mask like this. It was kind of like a metal contraption on his face. So I don't know why he has like a normal Turtles mask. They also made the action figure that way. I actually prefer it. It looks kind of cool. God. So they kind of made him look more like the action figure here. But for some reason, Slash, for an idiot, he you know, because in the cartoon he's like a dummy. Why did they make him so tough? I don't know. But he's like he's impossible. Because every single where you go, he follows you on the screen. You have to get behind him. And you have to be like super strategic. And then he gets even tougher the more health he loses. So he does all this nonsense. Look at this. Every single time I land, basically, there's no safe spot on the screen from him. He's just like he's a maniac. Oh my god. Oh, he's such a tough boss. It's like almost ridiculous. So I'm going with Donatello. Going with Donatello once again here, guys. No, maybe I'll do better. Maybe you guys will bring me some good luck here. There's okay, like only one person watching on Twitch, but I still got my YouTube audience who will still be able to listen to me, basically. But you know, the power of Twitch, the power of the internet compels me to do better. But yeah, that's the problem. It's like I could only get past Slash sometimes if I get really lucky. Oh my god, he's just like, just even thinking about it, he's just such a tough boss. Some reason, I don't know the program, like he's just... I'm trying to be strategic. I'm trying to get behind him. See, that's the thing, and you can't get too greedy with the hits on him. You have to basically do it in such a way where, you know, you just attack him a little bit, then step away. But, like, that's always been a thing with me. Like, I always, like, rush it. I want to beat him so badly. And the object also is to try to get to him with as much health as possible. So I'm going to try to be really careful in this cave here. Oh! I didn't even look like I hit! Oh my goodness. Alright, I gotta get them off screen. There we go. I don't know, for some reason that always works for me. If I beat them to the edge of the screen... Shit! God! I was really hoping to get there, you know, with like 3 full bars of health. And that would have been really awesome. And I could have got that pizza right before Slash. See, unlike Mutant Apocalypse and War of the Gems, go back and watch those streams. At least these games believe in health. And they put them in strategic spots. So I can't fault the game on that. They give you adequate health. But you know, I feel like in the Slash fight, health should be dropping from the sky. I mean, that would of course make it probably too easy, but you know, you get my point. All right, time to get this. I'm gonna really need that pizza. Okay, that worked out nicely. So I will say that this game is extremely fair, except for Slash. Also, Bebop and Rocksteady, like I said, they're tough too, but I usually get to them after Slash is beating me within an inch of my life. So that's usually why I can never beat Bebop and Rocksteady, because I've already went through hell trying to beat Slash. Alright, so here... Oh, okay. I was about to say, here comes Slash, but got more rock soldiers to deal with. I love Shredder's, like, heading the cliff, like, over there. That's pretty awesome. Or the mountain. Yeah, I always am history, aren't I? Because, like, that's... Oh, God! You guys have no idea until you play this. It just might look like I'm playing crappy, but he's just really, like... I don't know how people do this boss fight. Like, I've tried looking up strategies online, and they say, oh, get behind him. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, now get out of the way. He's just, like, such a... And that stupid block he does, he's the only boss that does that. Like, why is he such a ninny in the cartoon? Okay, there's that one episode, you know, where the aliens make him smarter, but you get my point. He's just too much. Like, I don't even know, like, I'm doing that stalemate with him right there. See, that right there, I'm making a mistake. I'm not being smart. I'm just going right at him. But see, like, it's hard to develop a good strategy with him. He's just... Oh, God! He rushes forward. I have no time to react. Why is he so hard? See, that's hard to do, that flip, but if I can keep doing that... See, I don't want to pick anybody else but Donatello because of the range, so that's why I keep going back to him. Okay, I mean, maybe Michelangelo and Raphael, because they're a little bit faster, might be better in that fight. I don't know. Oh, God, it's just... You know, the last few times I've played this off stream, I wasn't able to get to Bebop and Rocksteady, which is on the pirate ship. I mean, I would love to finally make it over to Leatherhead. See, that's the thing, people make it all the way up to Shredder at the end of the game. Super Shredder, to be more specific, and like, I don't know how they do it. I honestly don't. Like, Slash, man, like, I can't stress that enough. He's such a moron in the cartoon. I need my binky. And the guy is like one of the toughest bosses, like, in a video game for some reason. Like, I feel he's like final boss quality. I mean, the fact that you could barely get near him, like, not even Shredder like blocks. But Slash has that block move, that stupid jagged weapon that he has. It's like, why? Like, why is he that tough? Oh my god, they just ganged up on me. Oh god, see, that's the thing. It's very hard to get past this part without getting hit. I think that's when I've actually beaten Slash, is when I managed to make it through here and basically do a near perfect run. I don't know, but I feel like I'm alone, because I don't really hear that many people talking about how challenging this game is. Like, it's a wonderful game, but my god, did they make it tough. And I have no problem, like, with the foot soldiers. Like, this is, like, completely fair. I get it. I'm getting hit. It's my own fault. These foot soldiers always piss me off. The ones with the block there, like. All right, so we got through them. I think I actually accidentally have the dash on auto because I'm holding my finger on it. It's really supposed to be a double tap. I think. But okay, I mean that's not really a big deal. That could easily be switching options. See, you get. That's the good thing about this game. Like, if you want to make like the dash like auto, you can. If you want, you could also make it manual. Okay, I need that pizza box. Forget about it. Like, you imagine trying to get through Slash on one life. He's trying to get behind me, which is what I have to do to Slash in a little bit. I need to get behind him. Oh god, this is like walking to the gallows, basically. Oh my god! Yes, get. See, sometimes he'll expose his back to you, and other times he won't. This is why it's like a game of chance with him. And then getting away from him is impossible because he like dives right to you. My god! He's in. I mean, oh my god! See. Oh, I just. I don't know, like, seriously, if anyone has any, like, suggestions in the comments, like, how to get to him, because, like, I know how you're supposed to hit him. Get behind him, wait for him to expose his back, but, like, I always take so many unnecessary hits from him. Like, and he follows you, and then hits you. So, like, there's no way I can preserve any health. Oh, he's down to 3 bars. Imagine if I beat him like this. Alright, let me try Michelangelo.
Prehistoric pterosaur.
I think that this is probably the last life that I get anyway, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the run is supposed to be a double tap. Here I have it like where I'm just running basically by holding the D-pad. I don't know, that always ends up getting switched on me for some reason. I think when I go into the options menu, I try to exit out, and I accidentally change the control scheme. But it's not really that big of a hindrance, like... Okay, Michelangelo's pretty good, because, like I said, he attacks quicker. I think, at least, he's supposed to. He just has worse range. Which, you know, that's also not good, but... See, the key here is to try to keep my life, like, right here. Which, okay, I've succeeded at pretty much. Okay, this is usually where I get ganged up on. So I need to just be a little bit more resourceful. See, that's what we need. More of that. See, that's good. That was good strategy right there. So now we're in a much better spot. I thought I heard 2 explosions, didn't I? Oh no, that's just the sound of him falling. So, I mean, Mikey is my favorite turtle anyway. I changed my opinion, you know, when I was a kid, believe it or not, my favorite used to be Leonardo. Because, you know, I didn't really have a lot of depth to me. So I was like, he's the leader. I like his weapon the best. I mean, Michelangelo would end up with the grappling hook later on. Because I don't know what it was. But it was like, oh, the nunchucks are too... They're too violent, so they changed it to a grappling hook, which was just very weird. Because, like, okay, katanas, bow staffs, and sais are okay, but, for some reason, you know, nunchucks are too violent. Oh, we need to get that pizza. Alright, so we did pretty good here. Alright, we gotta look. I thought that the dinosaur might have been able to run them over here. I'm trying to get through this without... These guys are really cheap. Oh man, come on! See, if you hit him enough... See, this is why you gotta hit them to the edge of the screen, because they'll gang up on you like that. Alright, it's better than nothing. Alright, let's see how Mikey does. I don't know, is he also a little bit stronger too, Michelangelo? I thought that he wasn't. Does it look like he... Oh, Jesus! Got that right off shell shock. I feel like I'm the one getting shell shocked here. Oh, okay, I think he is a little bit stronger. Please, let me beat him. No! Stop! Yes, he's... Yeah, oh no, he's doing that thing! Don't get sloppy now, Brad. Oh, fuck! I beat him! Okay, guys. Whatever you do, never ever pick Donatello. Fuck Donatello! It's all about Mikey. It's all about Mikey. Whew. Well, I don't even think I have any more continues left, but damn. Holy mackerel. Jesus Christ. It's nice to look at something different. Here's some different music for a change. I mean, guys, that boss. Like, I really don't know what they were thinking when they programmed him for the SNES version. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't step on the X's. This level is also in Hyperstone Heist, which is another game that I don't really own. I have yet to stream any Genesis stuff, but I have an actual Genesis. Not the Mini, which I still might get, but... this is pretty good music here. See, it's also very hard to navigate around these X's without stepping on them. I really need a pizza. Pizza, please! Oh! No! Ooh! Oh, I have one more continue.
Skull and crossbones.
Alright, we're sticking with Mikey. He's our good luck charm here. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is our last continue, so we gotta do good here. See, when you're in tight spots, you always forget about, or at least I do, I forget about this move. So I'm really doubting with the lack of continues here that we're gonna beat this on stream. I will maybe just lose my mind completely if I am able to beat Bebop and Rocksteady here. Let's listen to that music. It's pretty triumphant, I have to say. Yeah, the SNES has a certain charm to it, you know, over the arcade. Oh my god! What the hell? See, I like that about Mikey. His quickness, he could get out of a situation a lot quicker than Donatello. What the? What are they even throwing at me? I don't even remember that. It like propelled me all the way to the other side of the screen. Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but, I think I'm more than half. Okay. Right, I recognize that little crevice on the boat. We're like right at the end, basically. So I'm trying to save some health here. God, oh my god, those things! Holy mackerel! No! Oh, I didn't want to get the pizza yet. No! Holy, oh my god, those things are annoying. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Alright, we're up to Bebop and Rocksteady. This is not good. Honestly, like, okay, so that's basically where I've gotten up to. I've done a little bit better over time, but those foot soldiers that throw those things, they're annoying as hell. Christ. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. That, well, I did better than a lot of other times. So now I've kind of learned from doing this stream, at least, that, you know, I did it for variety's sake, mostly for the stream, but I think Michelangelo is actually the key. Oh, sorry about this, right? This was like seizure-inducing here. Love how they rip open the screen, but yeah, let me see. What did I have this on, actually? Rest. Oh, that's like, I should probably put that up higher next time I do this. See, that's the mistake I do it. I'm like trying to do it like the way that the game intends to do, but it's too tough. I think I just want to play through it. I'll probably have to up those over time. Maybe put rest up to 5 or 7. Oh, that's why. Player dash. I want that on manual. See, that's the problem. Back attack. I don't even know what that is. So you can make them look like the comic as well. So, yeah, it's a tough game. I don't know, I'm like contemplating like playing it again through, you know, just for old time's sake, but you know. Yeah, they're okay. I probably really should just like up this and just do it that way. That would probably be a lot smarter, and I'll probably do a lot better if I up this number. I mean, and I shouldn't really feel. Look at how I'm like trying to reason like with the game. Oh, you know, would you really mind if I did it this way, game? So. You know what? We'll do that another time. You know what I'm gonna do right now? Actually, I'm just thinking of ideas here. Let me end this stream. I'm gonna go back in and I will play the NES Turtles, but there won't be any sound on it. So I'm gonna have to like talk to the whole thing, and there won't be any sound effects. So I mean, it has been done before, you know, on streams. But yeah, so. For the next time we play this, we will be playing it. I'll probably stream this, like, I don't know, guys. My schedule has been, like, crazy doing these streams, so I'm probably going to just play it with 7. I mean, we need all the continues we could get, basically. Or actually, this is the amount of lives that we get. So, you know what? We'll do it that way. Or to be fair, you know what we'll do? Well, you know what? We'll leave it on that. Alright, so next time I go through this game, I'll do it that way, guys. Alright, so now we're going to go and switch over to the NES. So it'll be a separate stream. And hopefully, you know, some other people watch it on here. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this. If you're watching this on Twitch Archive, check me out on The Brad Rules. Well, give me a follow on here, of course, on youtube.com/TheBradRules. If you're watching me here on YouTube, go follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/TheBradRulesLive. And guys, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Enjoy me for the next stream, please.